And welcome to another episode of By the Railside Podcast, movie review. This week, we're going to start out with a couple announcements first. First off, next movie genre that we are going to be reviewing is fantasy. So we get to enjoy something a little bit more lighthearted, easier to dive into than mindfuck movies. And probably for some of us, easier to just follow along in general.
Yeah, a whole lot less Christian Bale as well.
Yes, yeah, I don't think there's any Christian Bale. Oh, wait, no, there's going to be Christian Bale.
You fuck.
I'm sorry.
At least there's no Jared Leto. That we can agree is a good thing, I don't think.
Sometimes you don't even know he's in the movie until you look it up.
Yeah, and then it gets worse.
It was fine in Fight Club, though, because he got the shit kicked out of him.
Apparently that was Brad Pitt's fault for his hair, or his look in Fight Club.
What, did you just, get him in his trailer? Like, you're not fucking leaving here until you pour this entire bottle of bleach on your head.
Well, unironically looked like that in the 90s, though.
I admit, I had frosted tips at one point, and I had a bleach blonde bowl cut.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking banging.
All right. Also, starting next week after the recordings, which we do on Saturdays, we will be jumping into the Twitch website. We'll be at twitch.tv/bytherailside. If you want to join us there, we'll be doing a bunch of different games, interacting with all you guys listening. It'll probably be around 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we're also going to try and be on Friday nights as well for whoever can join us, and Tuesdays. And then we'll see about streaming other times as well. But this week, we reviewed The Lobster. With us to talk about The Lobster today, we've got, you guys already heard from Justin, Jordan, and you haven't heard Jeff yet.
Not once.
Not a second time.
Definitely not three
Not a
times.
second. What? You motherfucker. Anyways, the movie, The Lobster, is not about seafood, which I was disappointed. I wanted to see some lobster rolls, some lobster salad, maybe a little bit of surf and turf. But it's a love story set in a dystopian near future where single people are arrested and transferred to a creepy hotel. There, they are obligated to find a matching mate in 45 days. If they fail, they're transformed into an animal of their choosing and released into the woods. Which, depending on what animal you choose, would be a fucking horrible decision.
Yeah.
I want to be a beluga whale. All right, you are a beluga whale. Get in the trees.
Now, I don't know if you guys caught on or not, but I think in the future we're all going to be autistic based on this movie.
This movie is so fucked. Like, I don't even understand. Like, they had one or two interesting ideas, but then they just abandoned them halfway through the movie, and they're like, "But what if dumb?" And then we just keep going and going
Until you end up at Denny's. And then you're done.
Yeah,
and then it doesn't even actually end because you're just kind of like, does he cut his eyes out? I don't actually care.
Yeah, that's pretty much where the movie ended as soon as the one girl's like, "Don't worry, we're just going to take a girl's day, and now you're blind." Whoops.
Because apparently you can only be with someone if you have one thing in common.
Yeah.
And that it has to be that one thing. You can't make new things. It has to be the original thing. And most of the time it's a disability.
What'd you think, Jeff?
I honestly didn't mind it. The movie, to me, was just like a social commentary on online dating, basically, and how you can't get to know someone based on questionnaires that you fill out, and then these online dating things are basically like, you've got a limp in common, therefore you're match together is how I saw the movie. It was just a commentary on how stupid online dating apps are. And then it got weird with the whole "okay, we're gonna stab your eyes out" thing. That was a little strange, but I disagree with that saying that it has to be the original thing. They were going through like lists of things that they might have in common after she lost her eyesight, right? So, but
Which
it
wasn't
also,
much.
yeah, apparently, but it also showed like was like a commentary on how like people will latch on to any one thing just to say that they're not alone. Like, oh, we have something completely irrelevant in common, or the fact that just because you have something in common with someone, even if it seems important to you, doesn't mean that you're compatible in any way, shape, or form, right? And how people will just like go to great lengths and lie rather than be alone to just say that they're not alone for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, I got that. Like, I understood like what it was trying to do, but like the whole thing is like the society either demonizes being alone, or the people in the woods demonize being together. I thought the movie was leaning towards like you can be happy on your own, and you don't necessarily need anyone, but like if you find someone great or whatever. But like it doesn't really. I don't know. To me, maybe I just missed it, but it never made any of those points. Like the ending of the movie was just so like I don't even know. Like it's just so weird. Like he was like literally like infatuated with her to the point where they were making their own language and shit. But then she loses her eyesight, and like a major disability like that would be like a strain on our relationship. But like he was just more like, well, you're not nearsighted anymore. So like it seemed like to him, say she had actually gotten the corrective surgery, like the boss lady had told her, like that would have been equally as devastating to him for some reason.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what the fuck?
I think it was like because that was the only thing that he and her had in common. So he was
To
just
get
saying,
them when they first met, sure. But like it seemed way more than that, right? Like they spent like every waking moment together, fucking making out at a friend's parents' place. Like what the fuck?
yeah, that was.
I don't think you're that in love with someone over being nearsighted.
I think that was like the ability to go against the restriction, right? Because they aren't allowed to show any form of public affection when they're out in the woods because of the whole like voodoo thing. But they're allowed to do it there because they're putting on the show that they're married and acceptable members of society, right? So then they just took it overboard because it's a movie.
Yeah, and I think they were also in the like the honeymoon phase still. Like, it was a brand new relationship, and especially if you're in a place where that's accepted and actually encouraged by cops to be together with someone. Like you can, okay, I love this person, and I can finally show it instead of just like I'm gonna do some hand signals at you, baby, and get you real wet.
Yeah, put my fist behind my back so we could smash.
I love how like normally it would be the other way around because in the movie it was like he was like you hold your hand out with your fist and it means like you want to cuddle or I love you, and then she's like if you put your fist behind your back that means I want to fuck, and then she immediately does it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we ain't dancing. We fucking. He's
Yeah.
just like, okay, both hands behind my back. Then.
It's too much effort to try and press play at the same time on these fucking Walkman and hope that it doesn't skip differently for each other. You can't share headphones because that's
That's scary.
No.
it's too
Yeah.
far. That's
That-
something only married couples do.
Yeah.
We're not in that stage yet.
The fucking the like application process, or not the application but the check-in process of that hotel was so intense, and it literally did like what you say, how people just like there's just people want to not be alone, where the question, do you want to be put in for homosexual or heterosexual, and the amount of time he thought about it
Well,
just
he was
to
bi.
well, he only had that one. He just said he had
Yeah.
one.
But he was clearly bi. He was being forced. So a bi person was being forced to make a choice between the two. That's why it took him so long.
I didn't think it was like that. I just thought that he wanted to choose the bi choice so that he had as many options as possible. But they took the bi situation because he said he only had one homosexual experience in college.
But he was also in a relationship for almost 12 years. Or I don't know if it was a relationship, or I know he was married.
He was
for
married for 12 years.
Yeah,
or
so
11,
No,
11 years
11
and
years,
1 month.
1 month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
12
so
years.
He was married for 11 years, 1 month. Does that mean, was that the total time together? Because I'm assuming there was some dating before that. So it might have been like he was finding himself in college, realized he was bi, but then fell in love with this girl who turned out didn't like him as
Yeah,
much.
I don't know.
I mean,
I interpreted
I-
it as that, as that he wanted to find someone so badly because he knew that he would end up getting turned into some animal. He witnessed his brother doing it. So, and that's why he brought up, because it almost seemed spur of the moment. When she asked, she's like, oh, you're into to girls? And he's like, yes, like, I was married for this long. And then he was just like, oh, but I did have that one homosexual encounter in college. Like, it wasn't like a continuous thing. It was just like a one-off type deal.
Well, yeah, but it's also a situation where he was married, right? So it's not like he was dating since college or whatever, right? So, to me, it was
It's hard
just
to know without knowing how old the character was, right?
Yeah, but to me, it was just he was bi, but he was married to a woman. So if he has to make the choice, he's going to go with the choice that he's already made before. But the way I thought they were going to go something more with that, like they're like, you can't be bi, you can't be half sizes. So I was like, okay, so there's like some computer algorithm that's like binary and can't deal with like half numbers and shit. But then there was just like nothing about that. And then there was also the weird thing with like the belt, so that you realize that things are better in pairs, but only for the first day, I guess.
Yeah,
It's
which,
like all this stuff was like leading to something, and then like same thing with the fucking transforming room, and then we just never get to see it. And at least with movies like Tusk, we at least get the payoff at the end where he turns into the walrus. This movie's called The Lobster. We never see a lobster once.
yeah, I think there was
But,
only
no.
one person that you actually see that.
I mean, there's
What?
plenty of people in the background that were like random animals, like a camel and like a peacock and shit. But like,
Yeah, but you never know
Flamingo.
like who
Yeah.
got turned into what. The only one we actually know of 100% was that, I don't know her name, but the blonde girl that really liked hair, she got turned into a mini horse.
yeah, you see her in the background at some point too.
Yeah,
What
she's
was-
sort of creeping.
I didn't pay attention to who was the at the very beginning of the movie where the lady kills the donkey. I'm assuming that was
Who was the donkey is what I want to know.
well. I'm assuming it was someone she knew. Then she was just like putting them out of their misery, or so she thought. But like, I wasn't really paying attention at the very beginning. Was that a character that was in the rest of the movie?
The blonde-haired chick, is it the one that's just like heartless?
No, the heartless one was the short-haired chick that kicked the shit out of his brother dog.
Yeah, the chick that shoots the donkey at the beginning, short-haired too.
Yeah, I don't know. But I was just like, I don't know. I guess that was just for shock value at the beginning of the movie. But I was like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
it was a completely pointless scene.
Yeah, it stayed on her driving for way too long.
Yeah, I saw that scene. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking hate this movie. I'm gonna have to put it on like 2x speed, like the last one. Because why did it just show her driving for 20 seconds?
Yeah,
But
actually,
then,
I was looking it up, and I wanted, because I just don't understand what the fucking point of that is. But this is a direct quote from the director. So he says, "I like starting a film like that. You set the tone, but you don't explain or go back to it. When the film finishes, the viewer can return to the beginning if they want and give their own interpretation." So it doesn't really explain it at all. All you know is that it was probably a person at one point, and she killed him.
yeah, I think it would be fine if they like made clear who the character, not the donkey, who the character was, because until you like, it's so, to me anyways, I still don't really know who that character was, so that scene, whether I understand it more or not, still has no meaning whatsoever.
Yeah, in my mind, like what I pictured was a divorcee, like the woman was the divorcee, or maybe the husband cheated on her or something, and like they separated. She found another person to love, and he didn't. Got turned into a donkey, so she wanted revenge and just killed him.
Yeah,
Does divorce even exist in this world now?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
his wife divorced him because she found someone else, right?
Yeah, that's what happened to the lobster boy.
What was his name? David.
One of the few characters with a name.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
oh.
She's a short-sighted woman, loner, leader, hotel manager,
Did
the
any of the
limping man.
female characters have a name? Or was it only the men?
I thought some of them had. Let's see.
I'm not 100% sure. Also, I just realized that because at one point they say that even becoming an animal, you would get another chance at love. There was 2 adult donkeys and a young donkey in the field.
Yeah.
So they
Oh
So
man,
she's
she was
jealous.
Yeah, just fucking mad. You're just like, how? You fucking ass.
Ha!
Just
Get it?
fucking.
If that
looked
donkey actually realized that like what had happened, it would have beaten the shit out of her.
Oh, 100%. I saw a video, I think it was last week, of a donkey that had its baby killed by a wolf. So it fucking ravaged the wolf.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, they put them in pens with other animals to protect them.
yeah. Well, they got massive bite force and they kick like a mule.
Yeah, no one besides him, at least on the IMDb page, has a name. He's the only one that has a name. Even his wife is David's wife.
No, there's his 2 friends, the limping one. I don't remember the name. One was
No,
like Robert.
in the actual movie, but on like the casting, like the character page on IMDb, it's the lisping man and the limping man.
Yeah, that's just an incomplete or inappropriate list, right? Because they say their name in the movie, so they clearly have names.
And they never like so the lisping guy, I'm guessing, just gets eaten by dogs or whatever. And the one with the limp, we never really know what happens to him, right? Like they
Happily
just go
ever
to the
after.
yacht, ruin 2 relationships, and then leave, and then that's all we get out of that.
Yeah.
I don't think he was supposed to be there. He just did that of his own volition because he's like, well, he's lying to her. And when I lied to my lady, she killed my brother dog.
Yeah, they'd probably just get another kid. They'd start fighting. Here's have another kid. Have another kid.
So the problem the first time, just keep giving them more kids until they shut up.
Anyone here
No.
know how much a volleyball weighs?
No.
No, but I would like to know, please. What kind of fucking child is like, I'm hype for the weight of volleyballs? Hey, Dad, do you think that basketballs and volleyballs have different weights?
I liked when he kicked the kid in the shin.
That was fucking awesome. That was the best part of the movie.
But he was supposed to be there because when they were going over the assignments, she specifically said the yachts, the couple has a nosebleed compatibility or something weird like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that whole mission was to break up or to sow insurrection, basically. Why or the outcome or any of that, no one ever knows.
Yeah, I think, well, I get the one couple because it's the manager, right? So if the hotel has no manager, it can't function. There's not going to be any more hunts of single people in the woods. And the other one, I think it was, maybe they were like the only actual functioning couple because you hear about all these trials and everything that everyone's supposed to go through when they find their partner, but I can only recall of that couple actually going through all the stages in the movie.
Yeah. I mean, they attacked other couples too. There was a couple other rooms that they attacked, and for me personally, I thought they were doing it to try and like bring down the system, quote unquote, to show it doesn't work. Even the ones that are supposedly successful, they're fucked up too, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I don't really know because my main problem with the movie was the single group, like Justin said, the whole being single is fine kind of thing is what I thought they were going. But then they're just like, no, we're the opposing faction. You're either with us or against us kind of thing. And I guess that kind of goes with the whole rest of the movie of everything is gray. This whole black and white view doesn't work for anyone kind of thing. Half sizes and half measures are proper. But then they're just like, no, fuck you.
But like the thing with that is like they know they found a way to go into the city like by pretending to be paired up. Like, why not just all live in like a apartment complex or whatever, and then just pair up, even if you don't actually like. Why would you live in the forest being hunted just because you want to be single? Like, just if you've already found a way around it.
Well, I think that's also because like you need licenses and shit. Because the one lady that was being detained that said her husband was on a business trip, they asked for her license, and the only reason they didn't take it from the Lobster and the blind lady, Miss Magoo, from now on,
I
is because like she came back and they kissed, so they're like, okay, these people definitely
Yeah.
fucking.
I get that, but like they take that risk anyways. So clearly they don't think the risk is that great, and they get hunted like what was it, weekly, daily? I don't know,
Daily, I
but like
think.
it was bad. Like the numbers were not good, and I'd figure I had to forge some papers before I'd go live in the woods and be hunted.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, I don't know if that's possible. I don't think there's an underground black market for that kind of stuff. Like, I'm assuming it would be ridiculously impossible to try and get any lodging because they'd be like, okay, let me see your licenses, and they're like, I met in a bush. We ain't got no license.
I mean, they were only targeting people that were alone. So like, if it was that scary, you would just always be together.
Yeah, but what Jordan's saying is like, what if it's part of the application process to get a apartment or whatever, right? Like you have to show you have a proper income, you have to show you're married, you have to show this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I
And
guess.
before you actually are in the city and have resources in order to forge stuff, you can't get your foothold in, right?
Yeah, because I'm assuming after a certain age, it is illegal to be single.
Yeah.
Like the minute he got broken up with in the beginning of the movie, instead of like, all right, you got to move out, find your own house. It's okay. You're going to the spooky hotel where if you don't fuck someone for the rest of your life, then you get turned into creature.
Well, that's not
I
true.
mean, I would just fake it then.
You gotta be careful.
like-
You gotta pick the right girl, or else she'll kill your brother dog,
Yeah.
and then get got herself.
Yeah. Why didn't you pick the girl that was sitting beside you? That was just raring to go. Fucking.
Fuck yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I'll blow you. You want to stick it in my ass? Let's go.
She's ready.
That was.
Yeah,
That's an
I fucking
aggressive
knew she was gonna like fail suicide the second she said that she
Yeah.
was on the first floor, and I was
Yeah.
like, and then you look at it, and like even the fourth floor is kind of a gamble. It's not that high.
Yeah, and I was thinking about this too because like it didn't make sense like if she jumped out of the first floor, but I think in the UK they do it differently. So here it's first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor, fifth floor. They would be ground floor, first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth.
Yeah,
But yeah, so like even still off the fourth floor there, you'd probably like I'd want to do a swan dive right onto my fucking neck.
I think that's what she tried to do.
But she
And then-
why'd she take the cookies?
But it was like 15 foot.
That's her signature.
her suicide comfort food.
Yeah.
Just nibble a fucking digestive before I suey.
Yeah, that was part of the whole like everyone's got one thing, right?
Yeah.
And that's
cookies and blowjobs.
yeah, that's that one thing you got to fill out during your online dating program is what makes you unique or what is your defining feature.
That's
Hers
probably
was cookies.
that's probably why the guy didn't want to like plow her in the ass because you eat a lot of like digestive
Yeah,
helping
that's-
cookies. You're just gonna shit all over me.
We're gonna switch to Fiber One bars for a week, and then we'll think about it.
What's up with the that fucking? I don't know if it was on purpose. It almost seemed like it was only him, just the girl just grinding on him to see how erect he gets.
I think that's everyone because, I mean, if you're jacking off every day, you probably have less. You'd be less inclined to find a mate because, like, well, I'll just spurt one off in the shower and I'm good to go for the day. I don't
and then
really
you get the
need
toaster.
Yeah, you fucking get your hand shoved in a toaster. Why don't they do that? Do they do that for the ladies? They're like flicking the bean in the mornings before coffee, and they're like, no, you can't do that. Put your hand in the panini press.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah, for how like advanced everything was, their fucking torture methods are great.
I think they just he wrote in gets tortured and in the script, and then he was just like, "Fuck, I didn't say how. What do we got around?"
They probably had the fucking dude, what's his name?
John C. Reilly.
Farrell's fucking best friend. Probably had him come up with them.
Yeah,
You got the
yeah.
toaster.
The guy who got his hand fucking. That was like, all right, we got to torture you for this scene because you're jerking off. What? How do you want to be tortured? Fucking toaster. Let's do this.
I don't think I'd like my hand in a toaster. That's probably something I wouldn't like.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that.
Do they have
Sorry, I
outlets
didn't
everywhere?
understand you.
Yeah, how did they fucking plug it in, or did the maid boy just like follow along, just dropping more and more extension cord?
Fuck, I hated that the scenes where they're like, what it's like to be single play thing.
Those were great.
I was like, oh my, like the fucking rape thing was just like so bad. I was like, what is this? Like single woman alone, it's raping time. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Not here though. You can't do that. No cummies allowed unless it's in or on your future partner.
Honestly, out of all the movies that we watched, this is by far the funniest.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely ridiculous. And just the straightforwardness of the one girl, Jordan even said, she's just like, yeah, my one thing is my smile. And George's like, you're not going to tell anyone else about that dump truck of an ass you got?
She had a fatty.
Were you high when you watched this, Jordan?
No.
I feel like this
glad I wasn't.
movie, to enjoy it, you have to be fucked up.
See, that's where, like, just personally, I would not enjoy that because it was awkward as fuck watching, and if I was stoned, I'd be like crawling over the back of my seat trying to get away.
Well, it was just so awkward. Like you're talking about, like the whole thing. It seems like everyone has autism, and to me, it was just like it was like a dream where you just there's rules in the dream, and everyone just follows them, and that's just the way it is, and you just have to accept it. But my sober brain was just like, but why? But why? Whereas my high brain would just kind of be like, yep, these are the rules.
That's how you do it.
Toaster. Yep, makes sense to me.
Don't jack off. You get the toaster hand. That's
Blue balls or toaster, man. It's
I guess that's what I guess that'll be our first English movie on a New Year's Eve that we watch instead of our foreign ones. I honestly would watch this movie again, like farther in the future, not right quick, but it was definitely entertaining. I 100% get crawling over the chair and getting away. 'Cause, like some of those things, like it reminds you of like at a time like me. I was a serial dater for a long ass time, and I was just like, hey. I'm into that, and they're just like, okay, that's great, and I would just completely agree with whatever they liked, and I was like, I can find a way to like it. Whereas now I just don't like Amy will just put on her what's she watch now? Oh, fucking RuPaul, and I'm just like, no, I'm going to the computer. You can watch that junk or get it off my TV.
I hate that shit.
Yeah. But. Yeah, it definitely showed that awkwardness, but it was more like a high school awkwardness than anything. Especially when he's talking to the girl with the nice hair. He's like, I like your hair, it's really nice, and she's like, yeah, and then she flips it back and forth, and you're like, what the fuck is wrong with her? And then he goes, then he's like, do you like mine? Yeah, okay, yeah, it's got nice color, but
I think literally knew that she was running out of time. And rather than entertain that guy as like an option, she's like, "Nah, I choose horse."
Yeah, fuck it.
Got nice hair, bro.
I'm gonna watch a movie by myself. I'm gonna slap my best friend in the face, and I'm gonna become a pony.
Yeah, like fucking the last week, everyone should be like, "All right, I'm settling," right? But instead, they're just like, "Nah."
I'd be getting fucking toaster hands every day.
Yeah, but. You can't settle though, because that guy did, and then you found out that the punishment after she kicked the shit out of his brother was that you get turned into an animal. Like when you lie, you get turned into an animal that no one wants to be.
Which is what? Because it never says, does it?
But that other chick she was like pro sniper, so she had like 140 days or some shit. Like she was, she was fucking good to go. Like, shit.
So I guess we should probably explain that.
But if both parties are at 1 week left, then you have like mutual assured destruction. So you're just like, all right, we'll get married. If it doesn't work out, we go back into the system.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a way to like scam the system because that's exactly what would happen. Just okay, we're gonna call it quits for a bit. and then we'll just go back to the hotel. Whereas Psycho Chick just kept sniping singles on the single hunt, and I guess depending on how long they've been gone or how good.
Because you start off at what, 45 days or something?
Yeah, you get 45
It's
days, and
like 150.
yeah, and she got 4 days for the one dude. So I don't know how it's calculated.
You get 1 day per
One per
person.
dude.
She bagged 4 dudes.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
Gamer.
So that like she wasn't even at the hotel anymore for love. She just wanted to put people through pain.
Yeah.
Because when that fucking digestive cookie lady sued the improper way, she didn't call anyone. She just sat there watching her struggle to survive, drinking
She
her
was
morning
annoyed by
coffee.
him for screaming. Like, she was actually a like psychopath.
Yeah, and then Colin Farrell, the lobster, just fucking, this is my chance, this is my in. I'm gonna get some pussy. Just walks up, hucks his golf bags on the ground. Hi. I hope this lady doesn't scream too loud. I was thinking about having a lie down.
Yeah.
But then later, he fucking just completely flips it on his head. He's like, no, I'm a very heavy sleeper. And it's proved when his dog brother gets murdered in the bathroom.
Yeah. And she's just out. Or he's just out. Hey, that fucking woman listening, just having her cup of tea, and the girl that failed the sue, he's just like, ah, and she's just like, yes, this is quite nice. What the fuck?
I felt bad because like my first reaction, because you don't see the lady's body, you only see fucking Psycho Chick having her cuppa, and my first thought was, hell yeah, someone's getting it. And then I saw her, I was like, oh shit, she got.
Yeah.
You got it already.
Fucking, that is the end of getting it.
Biscuits and blood.
That's what my post-orgasm coitus is. Biscuits and blood.
Post-orgasm sex? What?
Post-orgasm, post-coitus. After sex and cum.
What?
Biscuits and blood.
Oh, what else did we talk? What else was on that in that fucking movie I found ridiculous?
After he KOs her in the hallway, like when he's fighting with her, he like Naruto runs away. I thought that was amazing.
I thought, who else was it? Who was in his, like, the other room? Was the maid just, or did he just run in and just conky that guy?
He
Yoink
shot
his
that guy.
rifle?
Because when they opened the door slightly, you could see the big guy had a dart in his chest as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And the fucking maid, they're like, I don't know why she helped me. And then she's just like part of the loner group.
Yeah. Did you guys
And
get the French? Mine didn't have subtitles, and it
No,
was
there
on
was no
Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
I
so
got
yeah,
subtitles.
there's subtitles if you put it in French. So like, it's not that they weren't like there. They just like, if you don't speak French, you just don't get to know what that is.
Mine have English subtitles.
What did it
Anything
say?
important?
Oh, so that whole section of those two
When they
talking.
spoke French, we had no subtitles.
Oh, okay. Basically, the maid chick, her husband was like a dentist, and every single time she ate like anything, he'd force her to go like brush her teeth and floss and shit, and she hated it. And there was something else about her husband she hated too, and she was sick of it, so she was planning on breaking up with him and escaping. So she hated the whole system kind of thing, so she was helping the loners. And then the loner person's like, you're the best. We couldn't do any of this without you. If you ever want a place, you could come stay with us, kind of thing.
Oh, okay, so she's the undercover agent.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, and that, the main loner chick said, she's like, it's going to take a while to find someone as good and efficient as you, but I'll respect your wishes no matter what, kind of thing. So she was the cover inside.
Yeah, I mean, for her, the maid, I can definitely understand wanting to get out, because what is her job? I clean the sex sheets, and I give the male customers rubbies in the morning to make sure that they get their erections quicker than yesterday.
Yeah.
She was very excited. She's like, oh, you got an erection quicker than yesterday. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
What do you think they did for the women?
Spit on him.
Quick rub of the bean. Just
Yeah. Quick little.
wiki wiki.
You know, my
Quick wiki
past,
flicky,
my
you know.
past job was a DJ.
Yeah. gotta be careful though. No, you don't send them in. They're professionals. They're fucking 4 seconds and
You,
then
you have to sit
busted.
you sit front ways and then you DJ on the nipples. That's the key.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's true. Only light stimulation. You don't want to go
Yeah.
light for power.
That's why
pound
she
pound.
was so into the electronic music that they were dancing to in the woods.
She's like, oh god, I missed that DJ.
Not your dubstep today.
Also, how would no one notice this secret language? Or is everyone just constantly looking down in the lunar?
Said they're all autistic.
No eye contact.
Wailing in the woods, no one cares.
Then I would definitely notice, okay, something's wrong with these two guys. They're looking at each other in the eyes. There's something more here. I know this. I've got a 7th
I
sense.
see what you mean.
All just kind of like sat around like vaguely together, but not really. And then like people would disappear. They'd be like, "Where'd you go?" I was jerking off. All right.
Yeah, that's the best part. You have to do the opposite at the hotel. But I wasn't jerking off. I was talking with a lady, and then in the loner group, you're like, I wasn't talking with the lady. I was jerking off. And they never explain, like, the only conjecture we have on the what was it? The red screw or some shit?
Oh yeah, the red lips.
That's the only clue you get is, like, these people were flirting with each other. That's as far as they got. Be like, hey, I like your pants. I like yours too. And they were forced to cut their lips and then kiss each other.
Yeah.
These people were straight fucking.
Yeah.
What the hell is that? You're gonna
The-
slit the tips,
No. The red intercourse.
tits and nips, and then you.
Yeah, the red intercourse. It's great.
It's a mythical thing that no one's ever seen before. but-
I've just learned about one of Jeff's fetishes because he said that sounded great.
It
Wow.
did. It was no, the name of it, the red intercourse, and like it sounds hilarious. Okay.
Doesn't feel hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. It hurts me right now. Yeah.
I mean, like
is it just like a slight, like you're just nicking, or
no, because they
we're,
cut
like right off?
across the lips, so they're gonna turn your pee hole into a cross for Jesus.
Oh. Next topic, please.
Next,
Uh,
next we're talking about what they do to the clits.
oh.
Snip,
Right off?
probably. I don't know. I don't know.
That's what they do in
Africa.
Muslim countries.
Yeah.
Oh, they just
They
wait.
cut off the labia. They cut off the clitoris, and in some cases, they actually fuse the vagina shut. Burn.
Stop procreation,
Not
or
procreation,
is that
pleasure.
just a punishment? Oh.
That's for punishment for being born female. That's it. You're a
Yeah,
young
that's
woman. Bye bye.
According to the Bible, woman was the one who sinned and put sin into all of humanity. So I mean, come on.
How could they put it into us when we shoot into them?
They stuck it to us. That's why.
They pegged us.
And God said, no, no. The devil's like,
With
come
an apple.
on, put it in his butt. And God's just like, hey, you quit that. You stop that.
Oh.
I knew where Adam's G spot was.
Yeah, and that's probably how he convinced them. It's like,
Yeah.
well, if God didn't want you to peg him, why would he put it up there? And she's like, you know what? You make a very good point. And Adam's just like, anything for pussy. Wait, it's my pussy?
Pussy. The cosmic pussy.
Never the cosmic pussy. That's how you get the future of autistic people. It's too good.
Man, have you guys figured out your animal that you're gonna go into? Just because vaccines are coming out, so we're all gonna get autism. That's the first step.
Second step.
I'm gonna
is-
stick with my animal I chose before and go with a raven or bear or something like that. Probably not bear. Bears are fucked now.
There is no halfway. You pick one animal. We're filling out the form. What animal would you choose?
Raven.
Raven? Like from
They
Teen
can fly.
Titans?
Isn't that the like weird magic-y one that's also like a super dancer?
No, it's the magical goth girl.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
you're thinking about Starfire. She's the like happy-go-lucky dumbass.
Oh, I was not thinking about Starfire. I was
Super
just
depressive.
poorly describing the goth one.
That's fair. Justin, what animal would you pick?
Either a red panda or those fucking shrimp that see all the colors and shoot laser beams.
Mantis shrimp.
Not the shrimp, yes.
What about you, Zach?
They're a pistol shrimp. They're cool as shit.
So the
Or
same as mantis shrimp.
or a crocodile.
You and Justin could fuck.
Dude, we'd have the loudest orgasms.
I think the neighbors are fucking again. I can't hear anything. Muh.
We're just giant human-sized fucking pistol shrimp.
Hell yeah.
We would actually rule the world because we would just be like, "Pap."
Dude, we could just wipe out cities. Just
Like,
It gets as hot as the sun, right?
yeah. It's gonna be fucking chaos. What, they're creating supervillains and they don't even care.
yeah.
You're gonna fuck or become a superhero? Okay. Looks like I'm not fucking. Give me the toaster.
What are you, Jordan?
I think I'd go with a cuttlefish.
What?
A cuttlefish.
The like derpy octopus that change color. They're just like worse than octopus in every way, aren't they?
No, they're fucking conniving like octopus. They fucking put fish in a trance with their color changing like the squids, and then they just sort of shoot out
Octopus can
tentacles.
do that too.
Yeah, but octopuses are also burdened with knowledge, and I'm not okay with that.
Oh,
They're
I
also
understand.
they're also a puss.
I don't care about that part. Okay, here's how an octopus fucks. All right. Hey, look, there's a sexy octopus
Don't
lady.
they
Just
bite off the wiener?
Shut up. Let me finish this. They
Okay.
don't bite it off.
All right, take
There's
it back.
there's a sexy octopus lady who just over there, and I'm like, hey, bitch, I want to sex you. So I rip my dick off and I throw it at her, like, hey, bitch, go fuck yourself. Give me a couple weeks, I'm gonna grow this back and fuck someone else.
So you're gonna do that?
No, I'm not gonna
Okay,
do that. I
that's
just
a
said
good
I
idea.
don't want to rip my dick off.
Because I'd be there and I'd pistol shrimp your wiener away.
No, you wouldn't, because I'd fucking ink attack, and I'm gone.
I think we
Fucking
just
being
became
underwater. I'm flying above a.
Either that or I'd be a koala.
Yeah, but me and Zach can see like 3 billion colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Congratulations on being able to see colors on the bottom of the ocean. There's no light. Where am I going? Wherever I want, because all I got to do is suck in water and spit it out my ass jet. I'm gone. I'm out of here. You guys are like, well, I guess I better walk there. My dumb 8 legs.
You're gonna get eaten by like
Yeah.
a Japanese fisherman.
No, cuttlefish will fuck your day up.
They eat cuttlefish too.
Do I eat the cuttlefish?
It's
You could.
it's a delicacy. Whereas pistol shrimp,
Is
Too
not.
far. Far down.
they're too small. They're not even a fucking morsel. I'd be like, that was. I'd
Yeah.
breathe and then be like, well, fuck, where's it going? It's gone.
It's gone, and then I'll cook your throat. And then
I'm
Jeff's
sure they just
flying.
like kill fish just for the fuck of it too.
Well,
There's no
yeah.
way they eat like a whole fish. So they probably eat like 3 bites and they just fuck up fish just cause.
Well, yeah. Any food that comes around, I gotta get it. So they're like, oh, something's swimming by me real quick. Got you, bitch. Oh fuck, there's another one. I can't eat all this.
And then the corpse attracts more and you just keep fucking killing.
Hell yeah, it's just a never-ending cycle. Also, I am in the opposite spectrum of you guys. Cuttlefish are colorblind, but I am a genius at camouflage. Also, I want to know.
How can you tell?
I don't. Blacks and grays. It's under
Colors
the
that
ocean.
can't see color? What is that?
All I gotta look like convincing dirt. It's not that hard.
You're just going black and white repeatedly.
Yeah.
I just imagine just in like a coral reef, just nice bright colors, and you just go gray, and you're just like, no one can see me now.
I'm the dead coral. Feels
Sepia
bad.
tone. I would definitely fit in if I was dead coral.
A lot of that now.
Jeff's got no idea
We're all
what's going on in
dying.
the ocean.
Plus, you guys are like ridiculously small. You take on minnows.
Yeah, but what if we're like animorphs and we can just turn into?
No,
Just
they
keep
take
it
your
will.
skin. That's what I want to know, because like, it never says if you retain your human intelligence or if you're just like, they take whatever they can and turn you into a smaller animal and then send the rest to the hospital.
It
'Cause-
seemed like at least some of it, because um, the dude was talking about how, like, when he jumped into the wolf pen, like, two of them didn't attack him.
I think that dude was just crazy.
It could have been,
Yeah,
but also, like, I don't know, like, he just has, like, his brother with him too. I don't know.
Yeah, playing catch, and that his brother was cool as shit. That guy, just anytime he wants to feel like he's together with his wife, he's just gotta fucking wail his head on a goddamn door. Just
we have so much in common. I like doing the breaststroke with my friends, but they laugh at me. And it didn't even look like he could fucking swim. He was holding on to the side the whole time. How do you not catch that light? Hey, I love doing the breaststroke. We should do the breaststroke together. Oh, I can't. Whack! I've got a nosebleed.
That fucking scene with her in the pool was, like, kind of weird, because the first time I had seen her in a movie was what the fuck was it called? Or it's not a movie, it's a series, I think. Or it's on Netflix. It's what the fuck is it called? End of the Fucking World. And in that, they're like teenagers. And then, like, I'm assuming in this, she's actually an adult, I'm sure. But, like, it was just, like, such a weird scene where it's, like, zooming in on her tits while she's swimming. And I was just like, in my head canon, she's, like, 15. And I was like, I don't like this.
Dory, she's born in '92.
Wow.
She's almost 30.
We're dying.
Don't fucking remind me.
So apparently, crows can see, or ravens can see 4 primary colors instead of 3 like humans, but they cannot see yellow whatsoever.
What?
But they
why
really
you-
like shiny things that are mostly yellow?
No, silver.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently that's why people in like Tokyo and whatnot use yellow garbage bags, because it just fucks with the crow's vision. They can't see anything inside the garbage bag, so they don't pick through it.
Maybe that's what we should get.
Yellow garbage bag?
Actually, no. As soon as it hits the curb, it's the city's problem.
I feel like just fucking, we need a window on the front of the house, and I'll just, if I see anything going towards the garbage that's not a garbage man, I'll shoot him with a BB gun.
Even the handicapped kid down the street.
Especially the handicapped kid down the street. Actually, you know what? No, I changed my mind on that, because he's gonna fucking duck behind a bush and pull out a fucking 1911 and just blast me away. I've heard him talking about military strategy to himself while he's fucking army crawling on our lawn.
Walking his
What
dog.
the fuck?
Yeah.
It's great. He has no control over his dogs, and it's the funniest shit in the world. But neither do his parents. So he was walking by one day, and the dogs are like, they see me, and they're like, oh, fuck. It's this guy. Someone we've never met. I'm going to go run at him. So I had a nice time petting the dogs, and he didn't do anything except yell at them, but I don't think they understand that he's talking to them. And I was like, okay. I thought it was just him, because, like, he's not very imposing, so the dogs are like, okay, he's not the alpha. And then his parents came walking by, one each, and they were struggling worse than he was. They're like, all right, heel, 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 heel. And the dog's just like, I'm going to sniff this bush. I'm going to sniff this tree. I'm going to sniff this guy. And he's like, get over here. You don't know him. When the dog was smelling me.
Yeah.
And I was like, in my head, I was like, oh, you fool. This dog does know me, because your son also can't control him.
So what do we got for ratings? I didn't take any notes or anything like that, but
I have several notes, and I will read them all to you right now. How about this, okay? The Lobster. Buys aren't allowed, law wrecked. Autistic future, question mark? Autistic ass jobs, but no dummies. Oh, it was supposed to be cummies. Okay, so it's autistic ass jobs, but no cummies, only blue balls. You have to be virile to get the woman. Autistic psycho lovers, let the lady choke on an olive, and then you get to smash.
yeah.
Because he's just like sat in the pool. She's like, all right, I'm going to choke myself now. And he passed the test because he would have let her die.
Did you guys realize that that's what she was doing?
Yeah.
A little bit. Because it was like, I understand it was a movie and you have to act like you're choking on something, but like her like physically sticking her tongue out.
Yeah.
Like, no, you're faking. I'm sorry.
Jordan was real concerned that she just ruined a perfect martini with chlorinated water.
Yeah, she just like held it almost in the pool, and then some went in her martini and then it was covering the olives, and then it was covering one because she put one in her mouth like a fucking fool. No butt fucking unless you get stabbed by an intruder with the knife in the second drawer. Is this
What?
Okay,
the extreme, right?
Yeah, she's like went into extreme detail, like, and
That's one thing I loved about that movie was just like the absolute bluntness of everything.
yeah. And then immediately after that note, I have, is this what being autistic is like? Red kiss for loners. Flirting gets you cut up lips, and you have to kiss your flirt partner. Red fuck is worse, probably.
Probably.
You don't know.
What was up with the like? Why did they decide to have the girlfriend narrate the first half of the movie, and then then she's a character, so they just get rid of the narrator, and it was just like, who is she writing to? Like,
It's just her diary notebook
Yeah, it's
thing.
just her journal.
Yeah. Plus, you can't read the journal when you're blind.
Yeah.
You gotta learn how to talk in bumps.
Yeah.
you bump talking me?
You bumped.
I like how he fucking explains his body language to her, and she's just like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, why do they have words in French for I'm gonna go into a Denny's and stab my eyes out?
Yeah, oh my god, I just realized that. It's like just describing what he would have done in their secret language. She's like, "Are you sure?" And I did not realize what he actually said was, "We're gonna go to Denny's, and then I'm gonna stab my eyes out so we can be together forever." Let me ask you a question, idiot. How are you gonna get home?
Because that's obviously
can see.
easier than just teaching her German.
Yeah, that would take a year, Jeff. Stabbing eyes only takes about 20 to 30 minutes in a Denny's bathroom.
Yeah.
If she could understand a language so quickly that he can describe his movements, I think she'd pick up German pretty quick.
Yeah. Like,
it's a year for just basic understanding. There's a lot of grammar rules in German, as he said.
I don't know what I just said.
Not very much grammar in I sit down, crouch, bang my knee.
Put my left hand in a fist behind my back. I raise my right knee. I hump the tree. I kneel. I stand. I kneel. I stand. I kneel.
Praise Jesus.
And what I just say? Hello.
Good
Let me
Lord.
smash.
I want to fuck. Hello.
Denny's.
All right. Let's get the ratings in. Jordan.
I'm gonna give it, because there was no mention of trains. Shit movie. It made me very concerned for the future. I now want to speak to several autistic people and find out if this is what it's like to be autistic. 6 out of 10.
Technically, there kind of was a mention of a train when that girl was telling all the stuff that she would do to him. So she was going to run a train on him.
Yeah,
sexually.
But at the same,
But
I don't.
you just want to choo-choo.
If I was in this movie, shit would have ended a lot faster. It would have legitimately, as soon as the fucking digestive cracker lady would be like, "Hey, if you want to come to my room, we can talk. I'll suck you off. We can fuck. You can put her in my ass. I like that." I'll be like, "You know what? Stop the bus. We're going back to the hotel. I've got business to attend to. I need 4 enemas and condoms. Just keep them coming. Both."
All right.
6 out of 10.
Jeff, what do you got?
I like the movie. I'd probably watch this one again without being forced to. If I had absolutely nothing better to do, because I don't watch movies in general, right? So I'd give this one a 6 or a 6.5. I don't have any problems. The main problem I have with this movie is the loner faction. That whole thing seemed really dumb, but everything else I thought was amusing. It's definitely my kind of humor of a movie, with the whole fucking person committing suicide poorly and all that kind of shit, right?
Yeah, do it right, you idiot. Justin, what do you think?
I think this movie would have been better if they never left the hotel, and they played out what happens when people turn into fucking shit, and elaborated on that aspect of the world. I think they spread themselves way too thin by adding these other factions and going to the city and all this shit. I think it would have been way better if they just isolated everything to the hotel. But I don't know. This movie is like really slow, and I don't care about any of the characters, so I'd say like a 3.
I think it would have been a nice little twist to have everything, and then the last 10 minutes, he gets turned into a lobster and dropped in a lobster tank with little glasses on because he's still nearsighted because they can't fix that. And then he meets the narrator chick, and she just like, "Do you want to fuck?" He's like, "Yes, I
As
would
a
very much
lobster?
like that." Yeah.
Well, she's still a human.
No, while she's also a lobster because she was part of the loner faction, right? So
Yeah.
if we
well,
never showed that, then she would have got turned into an
she
animal.
would have got turned into a rabbit for sure.
Would you want to turn into something that you eat? That was her favorite food. I probably wouldn't be like. I don't want to be anyone's favorite food.
Yeah, but that was her one thing, man. You gotta like
What-
go aggressively attack someone else for bringing her rabbit and like convince yourself that they're nearsighted for no reason whatsoever.
That's the only two things that Colin Farrell's character had for him. It was like, I can catch up to 2 rabbits a day, and we're both nearsighted.
He caught 3, you fucker. He gave her 2 and took 1 for himself.
Yeah, but she doesn't know about that one. So all. Zach, what did you think of this movie?
I go a 7. It was funny. Interesting concept. It actually was shot pretty decently. So, and I would definitely watch it again. Just because I'd probably get either drunk or stoned to watch this one again.
Yeah, I like.
Just,
I would love to get absolutely zooted and watch this movie, but again, like I'd be climbing over the back of the chair and just like trying to get the fuck away because it's so awkward. So collectively, we have a 5.5. We're gonna round down.
Oh, you mean all of us averaged? I thought you were going over the individuals. My bad.
No, don't interrupt me again, or I'll fucking come find you. So
I'm not gonna interrupt you now. Haha, you have to come see me.
you're gonna die. We got a 5.5, and I'm gonna round that down to a 5 for lack of trains. I don't care if you talk about trains. Show me one. You
also,
bastards.
there's no halves, no half
no
measures
halves.
of this shit.
You're either straight or homosexual. You're either a 5 or a 6.
Okay, I'll agree with that reasoning, but there was a train. The first time they walked into the city, they were walking under an overpass, and a train went by.
It's not good enough.
No, it wasn't
was-
a memorable train.
That wasn't like the one, the chugga trains.
Oh
I
my
don't
god,
like
they
those.
were actually by the rail side.
No,
Oh
they were
my
underneath
god!
the rail side. That's totally different. That wasn't the side. That was underneath by the rail unders.
The train was at the same level as them. The overpass they went under was a car overpass.
No way.
Hey,
You're fucking lying to me, you raven. You stupid
Whoa.
bird bastard. By the way, horrible fucking choice there, idiot, because birds aren't real.
then I am a drone made by the bourgeoisie.
You gotta wait till
Well,
they change
Alice,
their
it
batteries.
seems we both got autism, haven't we?
Yeah.
What if I'm
Well,
a solar
that's
drone?
good to know.
Not possible.
All right. So starting next week, we're on fantasy. That's our genre for review. We're shortening it down a little bit. We've each only picked 2 fantasy movies, and holy fuck, that was a hard task to do for me. But our first one that we will be reviewing is Scott Pilgrim. So that should be good. That should give us a couple views. Because just by the title alone, people were like, "Oh, I wonder what these guys think of Scott Pilgrim," and hopefully, it doesn't ruin it for some people. Because I know when we go into these reviews, even though if you like the movie and you go in critical, yep.
I already have this movie downloaded.
Well, it's got a cool soundtrack at the very least, so.
This is in one of the. I have a folder of movies that I actually enjoyed, and it's in it.
Tell
So
me,
there's-
tell me all the,
I'm a legend.
the 3 titles in that folder.
That's what he's
Yes. Well, that's already 2 because we know one of them now.
There's also movies that I haven't seen yet but wanted to see.
You fuck.
There's John Wick. There's Mad Max. There's V for Vendetta. There's Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and there's Venom.
Now is that
Wait,
I'm assuming-
which Mad Max?
Yeah, I'm assuming you're talking about.
What?
2015 one with
Okay. Have you
kind of-
seen the old one?
movies that I haven't here want to see but haven't watched are
What?
He's just completely ignored you, just.
No, he said no, but the mic was
Oh.
too quick.
Oh, okay.
oh yeah, no, I have not seen the old one.
Oh,
Isn't there multiple? I thought there was multiple.
yeah. There's like 3 old ones. I think.
Yeah, some about the Thunderdome. I know that.
Thunderdome.
I already have Pan's Labyrinth downloaded too because it was in a movie or one of the movies I wanted to watch.
Yeah. You guys didn't hear it, but he also said he's got Blade in that folder too.
Yeah, I have Blade Runner 2049 because Justin said it was good. I got like 30 minutes through and shut it off.
Which one?
Wow.
The new one or the old one?
Yeah.
I got to the point where he was like,
See, Jeff doesn't appreciate music at all, so I think that's where he loses a lot of
it
stuff.
was music.
All right. So we got So fantasy, twitch.tv/bytherailside to come watch us game and just chat and be stupid like we are right now. Follow us Twitter @byrailside. Find us on Spotify by the Railside. It's the section that has more podcasts uploaded because I can't figure out how to get rid of the other one. And then everywhere else you can find your usual podcasts. Jordan, you want to shout anything out?
Yeah.
All right. Justin?
Also, yeah,
Okay. Jeff?
but less so.
No!
I actually do have a shout out. I want to sign a petition, Bill C-21 shenanigans. They think it's for gun safety, but then they lowered mandatory minimums if you have a gun. It confuses me. Also, go eat some grass.
Like,
No,
Don't
smoke
You're
it.
Not
Mule.
weed. I want you to go out to your lawn, dig it up if necessary.
It's winter.
Dig the snow.
It's winter.
Grab the crispy cold
You don't
grass.
even have grass. You just have dirt.
I have 3 grass. Don't you fucking talk shit.
I got to cut that grass every 2 months.
Snow?
That's too much snow. You can't do it right now.
I could if I wanted
I don't
to.
know where the grass cutting scissors are.
All right. And then listen to the meme, it appears we have autism, because that fits this movie well.
Yeah, it's the best descriptor. I wanted someone to just Photoshop him changing into a lobster as he's walking away, and it'll be perfect.
Why is the fucking icon for this YouTube video carrot?
Is it?
Well, Alice, it seems we both got autism, haven't we?
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know.